If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified of more movie-related videos. Thank you. What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again. And today's video is going to be a massive pickup video here for you guys today. I have a whole bunch of stuff here to show you guys. Basically, a little bit of everything here. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you guys the movies first as usual, and then the video games. I actually think that there's more video games to show, but I'll do those at the end. But for right now, I'm going to go through the movies first because it is significantly smaller. This is the movie pile, so we're going to go through this stuff first. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what I got. So the first one here, we are going to, we're going to start with the Blu-rays first. I have 5 Blu-rays to show and 2 DVDs. One of those DVDs is a TV show season, so let's start with the Blu-rays first, like I said. So first one here I got is a 3D Blu-ray, and it's the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital HD combo pack of Minions here. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't like the Minions, but a lot of people do like the Minions, which is, you know, kind of an odd thing to say. Because everybody loves the Minions so much, apparently. A lot of, you know, people that aren't on the internet, because these little yellow guys here, they have had such a big backlash online. Nobody likes the Minions, but apparently just, you know, a lot of other people really like the Minions, so they decided to do a movie on them. And what a great decision that was, because this movie made like, what, $1.15 billion or something like that at the box office. But yeah, I finally have a copy of Minions in my collection here. This one did still include the slipcover and everything. And, you know, it's an okay looking slipcover, nothing really that great. There's not a ton of movement or anything like that. But the other reason why I grabbed this one is because it's actually still brand new factory sealed. So there's that. It is like a little, or actually, is it a little open on the side? Yeah, like a little tiny bit, but it's still mostly sealed. That's pretty much why I got this version of the movie here. So technically, the only other Despicable Me movie that I need in my collection is Despicable Me 3, and then I pretty much have all of them. But yeah, Minions here, I haven't seen this movie, so if you guys have seen it, and I guess if you're a fan of the Minions, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of this one. So that is Minions. Next one here is the Blu-ray and digital combo pack of The Night Before here. I've heard quite a few good things about this movie, so hopefully this one isn't too bad. It has a really nice slipcover. That's mainly the reason why I bought it, because as usual, it is an older movie, so if I were to get it brand new, it would probably just look like this, and that's it. But I saw it at Savers, and I decided to pick it up because I did want the slipcover for this one. And like I said, it is a nice-looking slipcover. These Seth Rogen movies, they're not too bad, but, you know, some of them are not very good, but other ones were pretty good because, you know, the ones here that they do talk about on the front cover, This Is the End and Neighbors, those were both pretty good movies. I enjoyed those two. The Night Before, however, I have not seen. So once again, if you guys have seen this one, leave a comment down below. So that is The Night Before. Okay, now let's go into the last few Blu-rays for this video. And they're all Steelbooks. So the first one here, or actually the first two are movies that I already have in my collection. The third one I do not have. That one is new to my collection. But the first one here is Goodfellas. I do have this one on DVD. It's up there somewhere. But I'm probably going to be getting rid of my DVD because, well, I have the Steelbook now. Because the DVD would just be taking up room in my collection that I could use for other movies that I can put away. But Goodfellas here, it's a plain-looking Steelbook, but it is a really kind of nice-looking Steelbook. I like it. All of these Steelbooks were, what is it, $7, I think. So not too bad of a deal. And I'll just show you the inside. That's what the inside looks like. So there's that. It is, like I said, just kind of a plain-looking Steelbook. I do have some of these other Warner Brothers ones in my collection. I think I have The Town, Face Off as well. So I'm kind of glad to add more of these to my collection. This one is a little bit dirty. I'm going to have to clean it. It's kind of like sticky right there. But yeah, Goodfellas, great movie as well. If you guys have not seen this one, why not? Go ahead and watch it because it is great. It is a phenomenal movie with great performances here from all three of these guys here, Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci. And the next one here, an equally as great movie, if not better, and that is the steelbook for The Shawshank Redemption here. Once again, just another gorgeous looking steelbook. I really like this one with the original poster artwork here. This one, like I said, also have on DVD as well, which I'll probably be getting rid of that because I got no need for it now that I have it on Blu-ray. And yeah, I just took out the Blu-ray. So that's what the front looks like. So basically just the poster artwork, and then there is the back of it, and then there is the inside of it with all of the inmates in the prison yard there. But yeah, Shawshank, just a fantastic movie. I love this one. And yeah, just a gorgeous looking steelbook to boot here as well. And also grabbing this one as an upgrade just so I can get rid of my other DVD of it. And the last steelbook I have here, this is the only one that's new to my collection here, and that is Edward Norton and Edward Furlong in American History X. Once again, just another really nice looking steelbook right here. And I'll pop it open here, and you got both of the discs in there. And I'll just go ahead and take both of them out, or both the discs out, the Blu-ray and the DVD, and that's pretty much what it looks like inside. Once again, just kind of plain looking artwork inside, but I just love collecting steelbooks. You know, like, sometimes they can just do amazing jobs with these ones and just have artwork that is way better with, you know, like way better artwork than a DVD per se. So, yeah, that's why I really love collecting steelbooks. So, American History X here. That is the only new steelbook, or the only new steelbook out of those that is new to my collection, and it's not a prior upgrade or anything like that. Next DVD here is the only movie that I'm going to show you, or the only, what am I trying to say here? This next one is the only movie on DVD that I grabbed here, and that is Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange here. I did not already have this movie in my collection, so I'm happy to grab it so I can add it here. And what's really cool about this one is, I don't know if you guys can hear that, this is a steel case. I don't think I have any other like steel cases like this in my collection here. So this one is a first, and apparently somebody bought this one at HMV for $22, $21.99 here. And that's pretty much how much it's worth, or how much it's going for on eBay, is around, you know, 21 to 22 bucks. And this one, yeah, the shrink wrap is kind of, you know, messed up here, but it is mostly brand new factory sealed as well. So yeah, Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. Happy to add that one to my collection. And the final DVD I have to show you guys for this video before we move on to the video games is the complete second season here of True Detective. This one starring Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn, Rachel McAdams, and Taylor Kitsch. I do already have the first season, and I do want to check out this show one time. The only season I need for this one is season 3, and I have, I think, the whole series. I don't know if this is still going on or not, but I do know they only made 3 seasons of it. I don't know if there's like a fourth one in the works or something like that. But yeah, this one comes across, this one is spread out over 3 discs right there. And all the discs I checked at Goodwill here were just mint. So that is why I decided to pick this one up so I can add it to my collection and hopefully get around to watching the show one day. I think a lot of people were saying this is supposed to be the weakest season out of all of them. And I've heard by all accounts the first season of True Detective is absolutely incredible TV. Probably some of the best people have ever seen. So that kind of makes me a little bit more hyped to check this one out. But yeah, True Detective, the complete second season here. And as you can tell, I'm pretty sure I showed the first season. But the first season has Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey in it. So technically these are all kind of like different stories. And none of the cast members, I don't think, are carried over from one season to the other. But yeah, that is about it for the DVDs and TV shows and Blu-rays and everything like that for this video. So now let's get on to the game haul here, and I have a whole bunch of ones to show you guys, so let's get going here. Actually, we'll do the first two. First two I got here are actually PS1 games. These are a first for my collection. And the first one here is Final Fantasy VIII. And one thing that I was kind of bummed out about was the lack of a manual in here. All 4 discs in here. 4, wow. That is a long game. But, yeah, the one thing that I was kind of mad about, kind of sad as well, was the lack of the manual. As you can see, no manual in here, but there's the first 2 discs, if you're curious, and the last 2 right there. But yeah, Final Fantasy are supposed to be really, really long games. That's why the whole game is spread out across 4 discs, which is really surprising. But, yeah, there's the back if you guys want to take a look at that. But, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII. I haven't played too much Final Fantasy. I do have another one on PS3 that I played a little bit of. I think it's Final Fantasy... Oh, what is that? Final Fantasy 14, maybe? But yeah, I haven't played any of the other prior installments, so happy to get this one on PS1 here, Final Fantasy VIII. And I do have a PS2 Slim hooked up down here as well, so I'll be able to play these types of games on that system. And the last one here, not too sure if I'm going to sell this one yet. I'm going to check out the gameplay first, and then we'll see how it goes from there. And that is a game called Vagrant Story. I've never heard of this one. Apparently it's by Squaresoft, so it's like kind of Square Enix, pretty much. So the same people that did Final Fantasy and all of the other games in that series did Vagrant Story here. I've never heard of this game. I have no idea what it's about. I'm assuming it's probably similar to Final Fantasy, like a JRPG, but I don't know. This one, however, is a little bit shorter because it only comes on 1 disc here. And there's actually another disc that is included in here. And it is the Squaresoft on PlayStation 2000 Collector CD Volume 3. So that's pretty much what it looks like here. And I'm assuming it's a whole bunch of demos on here. So you got Legend of Mana, Threads of Fate, Chrono Cross, Front Mission 3, Saga Frontier 2, Chocobo's Dungeon 2, and Chocobo Racing. The main reason why I grabbed this one here is because this actually goes for quite a bit of money. I'm not too sure if I'm going to get the full amount of, if I do decide to sell this one on eBay or whatever. Not too sure how much I'm going to get because unfortunately the one manual that is included in this is the French manual, so that kind of sucks. There's no English manual pretty much. And the game disc is kind of with condition, you know, like it's, you can kind of see it right there. There's a whole bunch of scratches on here. I might have to get this one rebuffed and sell it as refurbished, but that's pretty much what it looks like there. So I haven't actually yet checked out this game, so I might check it out here soon just to see what the gameplay's like. If I don't like it, then I'll probably be getting rid of it or selling it. So yeah, there are the 2 PS1 games that I picked up there. Final Fantasy VIII and Vagrant Story. Vagrant Story is worth, how much was it? Like $120 if you get like a good condition copy of it and probably complete as well. So yeah, great amount of money right there. But Final Fantasy VIII I will be keeping for myself. Vagrant Story, I don't know yet. So those are those 2. Okay, actually, how about we go in sequence? Because surprisingly enough, we did the PS1 games already, so let's do some PS2 games now. We have one of every generation pretty much. The only thing I needed to get was a PS4 game, and we would have got at least one game from the entire generation of PlayStation consoles here. Anyways, let's take a look at some PS2 games that I picked up here, and the first 2 are actually from the same series. So we have Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. I haven't played these 2. I know I used to have them, but I don't think I've ever played them. I do have Max Payne 3 on PS3, and I played that one, and that one's actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that one. It kind of feels almost GTA-ish, but I don't think I've ever played the original Max Payne or Max Payne 2 on the older consoles. And this is probably one of the PS2 games that I got that's actually in the best shape. There's a couple scratches on here and a fingerprint, but other than that, the disc is pretty much mint. So that is the original Max Payne. This one is complete as well, which I really like to see. I really like getting games that are complete. I can't stand it when I buy games and they don't have the manual and they're super scratched. I hate it when, you know, people do that. But yeah, just really happy to see that whoever owned both of these games took care of them and they left them complete. So that's the original Max Payne. So I'll put that aside. And then this one is Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. And once again, this one is complete as well. It's got the manual and everything. And if I pop out the disc here, there's like one little hairline scratch that's super light. Other than that, this is probably the cleanest PS2 game that I have ever got used. That is, that is definitely something for such an old console, and that just feels really odd to say that the PS2 is a retro console now, because the PS2 was probably my favorite system growing up. Absolutely love my original PS2, and I got rid of it a long time ago along with a whole bunch of games, and that's one thing that I really regret, was getting rid of that. But now I have the PS2 Slim back. It's not the exact same, but it's close to it. But yeah, Max Payne 2, I believe, was one of the other games that I did have on the PS2, but I don't think these were complete, though. So that is both of those Max Payne games on PS2. And the last one here I have was Final Fantasy, is it X2 or is it 10-2? I don't know. We'll call it Final Fantasy X2. I do not have the original Final Fantasy X on PlayStation 2. I do have Final Fantasy 12, though. Or is it 11? I don't know. I might have to check after. But yeah, Final Fantasy X2 here. Once again, it is in really good shape, other than the fact that at the bottom here there is a little bit of water damage. But again, it is complete. It has both manuals here, English and French. This one was in a little bit worse shape than the other ones, as you can see, right? I don't know if you guys can really see that well. There's a few kind of little dots of something on there, plus a big fingerprint. But it is in mostly pretty good shape, and like I said, you do have both manuals in here as well. So I'm going to have to get around to playing some of these Final Fantasy games. I've heard they're supposed to be really, really good, so should start collecting some of those ones now. Alright, that's it for the PS2 games, and now we will get on to PS3 now. So the last generation of games here that we got. First one here, I got in a different trip. The rest of them I actually got in one trip, so wait till you see those ones. So the first one here I got from a different trip to a thrift store, and that was Skate 3 here, the greatest hits, or part of the greatest hits collection. I know a lot of people don't like the greatest hits line because they're just like cheaper re-releases of games that have already come out on PS3, but this is basically how you know that this is going to be a really, really good game, and Skate 3 is no exception here. I used to have this one when I was younger, and I really like this one, actually. This one is really fun. You get to create your own skater, and you just go around doing tricks and doing different challenges and everything like that. And it's just a really, really fun game. And what else do you do? Yeah, you can kind of, like, there's a free mode that you can go around, and you can just do different tricks or whatever. Or you can do, like, kind of the story-ish modes where you just go and complete challenges. And once you complete those challenges, you have to, like, sell a number of boards, and you get a whole bunch of, sponsorships and everything with a whole bunch of different, companies like Thrasher Magazine and everything. And once you have that, you get a little bit bigger, and, you can, like, create your own kind of, like, little skating team and everything. It's a really fun game, and if you guys don't have any of the skate games on any of the systems, be sure to pick them up. If you want to really kind of good fun game that's a kind of a worthy successor to the old Tony Hawk games, then I would definitely recommend the Skate ones here. So that is Skate 3. Next one here is actually another greatest hits title, and this little pile here starts the ones that I got all from the same trip to Savers, and that is Ratchet & Clank Future: A Crack in Time here. This one I used to have on the PS3. This is probably one of my favorite Ratchet & Clank games that I've played. This was just such a good game. I really like the Ratchet & Clank ones. Unfortunately, though, this one is in the worst shape out of all of them. I can try and, like, use the light here to show you the disc condition. Unfortunately, it is super scratched, but fortunately, though, it does play really good. I played the first 2 levels of the game, and it works. And once again, it is complete and everything. Same thing I forgot to show you with the Skate one here. Skate is complete. It has all of the inserts and everything in it. And Ratchet & Clank, once again, is complete. So that is Ratchet & Clank Future: A Crack in Time here. It looks like this one was part of a set, maybe, because it says not for resale. Or maybe it was a promo copy. Who knows? But yeah, Ratchet & Clank Future: A Crack in Time. If you have not played any of the Ratchet & Clank games, or you don't own any of them, what are you doing? Go out to your retro game store, go out to a thrift store, see if you can find these ones, because these are fantastic games, and you are missing out if you don't, or if you haven't played any of these. Okay, next one here. This one, the case is in okay shape, but the game disc was, yeah, pretty good. Just some dust on there. And that is God of War Ascension on PS3 once again. This was the last God of War game that I needed for the collection. I'm pretty sure I have all of them now because I have the first 2 God of Wars on PlayStation 2, and then I have this one on PS3, God of War 3 on PS3, and then the 2 PSP games that they released on PS3 as well, and then this one, and then I have the newest one on PS4. I actually haven't played that one yet, but yeah, God of War Ascension here. Played the first couple levels of this game, and this one is actually kind of hard, I would say, compared to the other ones. But it's still a fun game, though. I've heard a lot of great things about God of War. It's basically just your typical hack and slash. You're going around, you're just killing all these enemies, and you have some bosses to defeat and everything, and you do like these really cool, gory, bloody fatalities, and it's just really awesome looking. But yeah, God of War Ascension here, and it's all about like Greek mythology, and it's a really cool concept for a game, and it's a really cool game as well. Next one here is another popular game series that I bought the 3rd installment of, and that is Diablo 3. I think these ones were popular on PC back in the day because I think they released the first and second Diablos on PC, and then I think they went cross-platform with the 3rd Diablo. I don't think they've ever released a 4th one, but this one is the only one that they did cross-platform, I think. And this one is pretty much mint. And it actually has some backing artwork as well. And, sorry, I'll show you guys this here. This one is complete. God of War is complete as well. And I'll just go ahead and take out the manual because it's got some really dope-looking back artwork there. It says, and at the end of days, justice shall fall. So that is just awesome right there. So just go ahead and pop the disc back in here, put the instruction manual in, and yeah, basically, I don't know how to describe this game like with the gameplay. Basically, I think you're going around, you're just kind of killing, you know, like evil creatures, I guess, and it's kind of like in a weird perspective, like it's kind of top down. I think they call it isometric, like kind of a top down isometric 3D-ish kind of perspective. And yeah, you're just kind of doing a whole bunch of quests and everything like that. It's pretty fun, actually. I'll admit that. So that is Diablo 3. Next one I got here is Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I actually do have the original Force Unleashed game. That one's actually a steelbook. That's pretty rare right now. And yeah, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 here. Basically, you're playing as kind of like, I think he's called like the apprentice. He's like the apprentice of Darth Vader. And you're just going around, you're killing enemies, there's some platforming stuff you gotta do, you can use your force powers, you can use lightning, you can, you know, slash and kind of like stab everybody with your lightsabers. Really cool game. I've heard this one is pretty short though, kind of a disappointment compared to the original one, but from what I've played, I really like it so far. You're just kind of going around and you're just killing a whole bunch of stormtroopers and everything. And what's more satisfying than that? But there's the inside here. Once again, it is complete. And yeah, I don't know if this one got like a special edition release like the first one did with that steelbook. But yeah, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Another greatest hits title here with Dead Space. I played this one a little bit. It's not too bad. I enjoy it. It's kind of like a survival horror game set in space. You're going around this spaceship here. It's really dark. And there's these really like kind of freaky looking mutant things that you have to go and kill. But you can't kill them like conventionally, like if you like pop them in the head or whatever. That doesn't work. You have to like try and cut off their limbs and everything. It's a really cool concept, and I enjoyed what I played of it so far. But that's pretty much what the inside looks like right there. It is complete once again. And like I said before, glad to see that whoever owned these games before took really good care of them, because most of them are mint and most of them are complete as well. Actually, all of them were. So that is Dead Space. And finally, the last thing I have to show you for this video is actually a trilogy of games that all come on one disc. These were originally PS2, Xbox, and GameCube games. And this is the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell trilogy. These are like stealth games where you're just killing a whole bunch of enemies. I know I'm like describing the games pretty much the exact same way, but with these Tom Clancy ones, it does place a lot of emphasis on stealth. You have to, you know, kind of watch where you're going. You have to, like, watch how loud you are and, like, how you kill all the enemies and everything. I think I played Splinter Cell before, and I didn't mind it. I haven't played the other 2 games, though. This one includes Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. So all 3 games for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. And these are all in HD, and they're also 3D compatible as well. So if you still have 3D TVs, you just have to look for this little icon down here. And you can probably turn on the 3D mode, and you can play them in 3D. And this one is complete as well. And I think the disc was in really good shape. Pretty minty fresh right there. And yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Just a whole bunch of stuff here that I had to show you guys. Just this big mega pickup video right here. I can't even show it to you guys because it's so big. Anyway, though, that's about it for this video. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Instagram and Twitter links will be in the description down below if you want to follow me on there. Also, be sure to check out my IMDb profile page. The link for that will also be down below in the description of this video as well to check out what I've been watching recently. Also, if you're new to my channel or if you're already subscribed, be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos. A new video every Tuesday and Friday. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.